All right, for those of you who signed up early, I wanted to do a quick introduction just to say hi and tell you a little bit more about what we're going to be doing over the course of the 28 Days of Lovable in February. First of all, you can click to just understand how things work, but in essence, I'm going to record a video every day. You're still going to be able to watch those lessons. I'm going to give you access in most lessons to my prompts that will help you build and resources that will additionally provide assistance in finding ways to solve your problems. And by the end of it, hopefully, you will build a couple of apps as well, right? Because a lot of it is going to be about mindset, not just about building, right? So 28 days, as you can see in a calendar view, you'll be able to sign up and track your progress and everything else. Let's dive into the first lesson. I really want to try and keep these bite-sized. And the first lesson is going to be about ideas, right? Because a lot of people may come into this thinking, oh, he's going to start building immediately. I'm going to see all of his prompts. That's not the way to start. The way to start is by finding a problem worth solving for, right? So as the title here, as the transcript is saying, by the way, every lesson is going to have a transcript. If you're a person that likes to read rather than watch videos or listen to me ramble, you can do that as well. Every product exists because somebody got annoyed enough to fix it for themselves. And I believe that the best ideas come from your own problems, right? So a lot of people come to me and they want to start doing stuff in Lovable. They watch a couple of videos, they open lovable.dev and they freeze because they don't know even what they want to build. So let's solve for that problem today together first, right? So the way I start is by identifying what my problems are. And one of the best ways to do that is by looking through your search history, right? So let's keep it actionable immediately. Switch over from transcripts to resources, and let's talk about this little thing called Better History, right? I've installed this a long time ago. What it'll allow me to do as an extension just tracks my history, but does it in a way that simply allows me to find patterns faster and find things that were painful for me enough to justify solving for them by building an app. So you may find things like searching for a finance tracker, a PDF compressor, maybe you wanted to crop an image or remove an image background. Ideal use cases, if you've never built anything but Lovable, to find something and start very small, right? A lot of times, some of you will try to solve a problem that comes from a different point of view or from a different pain, right? You're using an existing tool, it's too expensive, it's over bloated, you're using 20% of the features, and paying 100% of the price, right? So again, you go back into the resources and you try to identify some of those, right? And a lot of times, if you don't experience this problem yourself, somebody else is, right? So I go and usually I try to find those tools by either one of these interactive tools, right? So first one is Reddit, right? Because I feel like that's the last resort of humanism on the web. I go on Reddit and I just browse through any of these subreddits to find good ideas. So let's go to Build in Public, for example, right? And then what I do is I usually sort by top, and I usually take an entire week or an entire month. So let's do the month, right? And see, this guy, no funding, no team, just a laptop, and his project hit over 6,000 users, right? You go into the comments immediately. Here's the app. Here's what it's about, right? I open it up. I look through it, right? This is vibe coded. I can tell you that already. So this is somebody that built this potentially even in Lovable and had a lot of success. So what I'm trying to do is understand patterns, like what are people buying, what are people testing, and even more so if the guy, as you can see, has the OP tag, is commenting on the distribution strategy. That's even better, right? So go out there and find not just problems, because that's the first part, right? You're looking for problems. Here you're going to be looking for ideas and solutions that are successful by mining through Reddit. And as you can see, I will track how many of these you visited. So please make sure to visit all of them, right? Look through them, find stuff that are interesting in there, right? You can also, when you find tools, check out their reviews. Or if you're trying to replace a bigger website, a bigger company, just go and try to find patterns of people saying how they hate products or hate XYZ about a product. Places like G2, Capterra, Trustpilot, like you go and you just try to search some of these companies to try and understand what are people complaining about and build a better, cheaper, modern version of it or a smaller version of it for yourself and then for everyone else as well, right? So I think that once you discover an idea, there's two paths that you can take, really, from my point of view. And usually I take the first one. I just build it because, I mean, there's no reason why you would hesitate. The cost, the barrier to entry is almost non-existent. So just start building it. Or if you're like, okay, I want to do a light validation, I've left you another resource for that purpose. Probably one of the things that most people that know me know that I get a lot of praise for is this Lovable idea validator. And to use this validator, all that you have to do is just like brain dump your idea. It's going to ask you a bunch of questions and it's going to tell you a ton about what it thinks about it, right? If you don't have an idea yet, if you're like, man, I just went through the Reddit thing, I've looked through my history, I can't find anything, right? I need you to give me something to follow along with you. Here are 3 good places that I use to just find random stuff. So number 1, Google Trends. I've kind of enhanced it with this Glimpse extension, which gives me an idea based on different industries. Let's say, like, we take technology, of what are people searching for, right? At least I'm trying to understand what is it that everybody else wants to see. Okay, laptop screen extender. Awesome. I see a big spike. Maybe I can build a Shopify store because Lovable integrates with Shopify. I'm going to cover that in one of the future videos. It's super seamless, one-click integration, right? As you can see, it keeps increasing. This is a problem that I experience myself when I'm working outside of my house. Like I just need 2 monitors to remain productive. So maybe this is something that you want to do, right? Maybe you don't want to sell stuff. Maybe you want to find something else. Like you can see people are searching for large language models. Maybe you want to build a blog about it. I don't know. It's just a way to find ideas. I guess another place that I always go to is Starter Story. Starter Story has ideas that are not just lists of ideas. It's ideas that are either validated or stories of founders that have built ideas into products, right? So as you can see, for instance, tech sales training platform, if I click on this, there's a literal startup that did it and their revenue is $10,000 a month. Okay, this is nice, right? I see his screenshots, I see how he did it. Like I could literally take all of this. I'm not even going to clean it up. I'm just going to do a dump in here and say, please validate this idea for me. Is this worth building? Right? I'm just going to dump it right here. I didn't do any cleanup whatsoever. There's no need to, right? And it's already talking about, what's happening. Why is this good? Why is this bad? High competition. As you can see, I can continue to validate, to talk about it and say, this is not my project. This is somebody else's. I'm trying to replicate it. Just continue chatting, continue brainstorming with it, right? And then there's this website as well, just randomly, Idea Picker. Again, a bunch of stuff that you can browse by categories. It's even a little bit overwhelming. So let's say you're in customer support and you can see ideas based on their revenue potential. Startup idea that could be a service that helps businesses recover access to their Facebook ads account. Like this is a big one. I've had this problem in the past in another company where I worked at. And it's a big issue. Maybe you're not technical enough to do this one, but again, try, right? The goal here is to try things out and to build and get clarity by building versus being in a constant analysis paralysis, right? So again, the goal, which is something we're going to go towards tomorrow, is to turn your problem or turn any of the problems you found into a story, right? And this is just a very simple formula that works for me every time. By the end of today, I want you to be able to write this sentence. That's your homework for today. You have to be able to know what you want to build, who you want to build it for, which specific problem are you solving, what are the existing solutions doing wrong, and very importantly, as you'll see in future lessons, how should this tool feel like for people that are going to be using it for? Because we are using AI to build these tools, but we're building them for humans after all, right? So it's very important that you understand how humans will interact with it, right? So by the end of today, I hope that you will have one real problem to solve from your own life, or an idea that you found in one of the databases in the resources menu, and try to write it like this. Just write one sentence, right? Don't overwhelm yourself or stress yourself about knowing everything. You'll find the path later in future sessions. For now, just try to define where we're headed. And tomorrow, we're going to take this idea and turn it into something that we can actually build together. Again, if you need assistance with this, go to the resources tab, use these tools, check them out. There are no prompts today. There's no building today. We first have to define what we're going to be building. And I hope to see you again tomorrow when we actually start doing it. Keep shipping, guys.